Hello dear students and welcome to English for Palestine grade 12. Please follow up in your pupils book unit 9 periods 3 and 4 language. It's a language class. Let's start with the objectives of this lesson. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to: number 1, identify the use of past wishes and regrets. Number 2, distinguish between the forms of wish and regret. And finally, identify the use of should or shouldn't have plus the past participle form. Let's start with wish and regret. We use wish and regret to talk about what we did wrong in the past. So, what we did wrong in the past. Number 1, let's see wish. How do we form sentences using the verb wish? Wish plus past perfect. When we have a positive sentence or positive sentences, the rule is like this, as you see here in this yellow box. Subject plus wish plus subject plus had, not, and finally the past participle form of the verb. Let's see an example. We were overconfident, so we lost the match. It's the sentence, the original sentence. Now, I want to wish. I say like this. We is the subject. Wish, the second subject, we, and had, not, and the past participle form of the verb in the original sentence. The verb is here, were. It's turned to be. We wish we hadn't or had not been overconfident. Note that when we have a positive sentence or a positive statement, we turned it using wish into a negative. Now number 2, the verb regret. Regret plus verb plus the ing form. In the positive case here, number 1, we use subject plus regret plus the verb in the ing form. Let's see this example. He ate a lot of chocolate. He had a stomach ache. Now he regrets that. He regrets doing that. We turn this sentence into this form. He is the subject, regret, and the verb with the ing form. Remember that the verb, if it's in the past participle, we should turn it in the infinitive form, then we add the ing form. So he regrets eating a lot of chocolate because it caused a stomachache for him. In the negative case, the rule is like this. We start with the subject plus regret not, and finally the verb with the ing form plus the complement. Let's see this example. I didn't work hard for the exam, so I failed. I is the subject, regret is the verb here, not from the rule, because I didn't work. So I regret not. Not what? The verb in the ing form. Not working hard for the exam. Number 3, should have plus the past participle form. We use should have plus the past participle form of the verb to criticize someone's or your own past actions or decisions. Let's see the positive case. The referee sent the captain off the pitch. What's the rule here? We start with the subject plus should not have plus the past participle form. So subject, should not have, and the past participle form. So remember, when we have positive sentence, we should make the advice in the negative form. The referee sent the captain off the pitch. The change here is he should not have sent the captain off the pitch. He is the subject, should not have from the rule, and the verb here, we change it into the past participle form, and sent stays as it is, sent, because it's an irregular verb in the past. Now, the negative form. I didn't listen to my teacher's advice. I didn't listen. It's a negative sentence. How do we change it? Using should have. Let's see the rule. We start with the subject, then should have. The negative is changed into a positive form, subject plus should have, and the past participle form of the verb. I didn't listen to my teacher's advice. Let's change it here. Subject, I is the subject, should have in the affirmative or in the positive form. Finally, the verb in the past participle form, which is listen, becomes listened to my teacher's advice, the rest of the sentence. Now, negative sentences. When we have negative sentences, for example, he didn't work hard at school and failed his exams. If we have to use the verb wish, the rule again is we start with the subject, then we have the verb wish. It's in the present simple tense. Remember, wish in the present simple tense. Then the subject and had plus the past participle form. Let's see the sentence. He didn't work hard at school and failed his exams. He wishes, subject is he, wishes in the present simple tense. He had worked hard at school. Notice here, when the main sentence is positive, the sentence with wish becomes negative. And when it is negative, the sentence with wish becomes positive. Here, the sentence is negative, the original sentence, and the sentence with wish is what? Positive. Activity number 1 now. Rewrite the following sentences using the words between brackets. Please take 3 minutes, read these 3 sentences, and try to rewrite them correctly. Thanks, dear students. Please now pay attention and check up your answers. Sentence number 1. It's colder than we expected, but we didn't bring our coats. We have to use the subject I and the verb wish. And the correct answer is I wish we had brought our coats. Sentence number 2. He didn't pay attention to his parents' advice. Now he regret. We have to use the subject he with the verb regret. Let's see the answer. He regrets not paying attention to his parents' advice. Because when we have regret, it must be followed by the ing form. And if the sentence is positive, it stays with regret positive. If the sentence is negative, it stays also negative. We have here negative sentence, and it stays negative with regret, then the ing form. So he regrets not paying attention to his parents' advice. Sentence number 3. Neda got really wet while walking home last night. should have, and the past participle form. Now, we have to criticize her action using should have and the past participle form. The correct answer is she should have taken her umbrella. Yes, again, take 3 minutes, read these sentences 4, 5, and 6. Try to do them. Thank you. Again, pay attention and check your answers. Sentence number 4. Karam didn't call his mother when he arrived, and she was worried. Karam should. Karam should. We need to criticize Karam's past action using should. Don't forget, should have plus the past participle form. And the answer is, for sentence number 4, Karam should have called his mother when he arrived. Negative sentence, positive sentence with should have. Sentence number 5. My mother wasn't at home when I phoned. My mother wish. We need to use the subject my mother with the verb wish. And the correct answer is, let's see. My mother wishes she had been at home when I phoned. Negative sentence, positive sentence with wish. Don't forget, was, when we use it in the past perfect, it is turned to had been. Had been. It's the past form of was. And were, by the way. Sentence number 6. I forgot to take my ID before leaving. Now, I regret. I regret. Let's see this sentence. It's very important. We have a trick here. I forgot to take my ID before leaving. The first possible answer is, I regret not taking my ID before leaving. Here is a good sentence, and the meaning here is correct. There's another possible way to do it. I regret forgetting to take my ID before leaving. Continue now with activity number 2. Rewrite the following sentences using the given starters. The given starters for all the 3 coming sentences are wish, regret, and should. We have to rewrite the sentence using these 3 starters. Number 1, I was lazy when I was younger. Please, take a minute. Try to rewrite this sentence using wish, regret, and should. Good job. Let's check your answers. I was lazy when I was younger. The first way of writing this sentence with regret, for example, I is the subject, regret, and was must be in the ing form after regret. So we turn it into the infinitive form first. Second, we add the ing. I regret being lazy when I was younger. Very simple. The second way of turning this sentence with should. I was lazy, positive or affirmative. When using should, it must be in the negative form. So, I shouldn't have, from the rule, plus the past participle form. The past participle form of was is been. I shouldn't have been lazy when I was younger. Also, it's very simple way. The last one with wish here. And wish is the same with should. The positive sentences become negative after should and wish. I wish I hadn't been lazy when I was younger. Sentence number 2. The same. We should try here. Please try to rewrite it using wish, should, and regret. The sentence is, I ate a lot of food before going to bed. Great, dear students. Let's see the correct answers. I ate a lot of food before going to bed, and maybe I couldn't sleep well. Let's see what happened here. With regret, I regret, ate becomes eating. Infinitive, then add the ing form. I regret eating a lot of food before going to bed. The second way, with should. Affirmative or positive sentence, here it's negative. I shouldn't have eaten a lot of food before going to bed. Finally, with wish, I wish I hadn't eaten a lot of food before going to bed. Don't forget, after should and wish, the sentence must give the negative meaning. Yes, number 3, I retired from my job, but now I am unemployed. It was a mistake. Please try to rewrite it using wish, should, and regret. Take a minute. Good. Now, please check up your answers with me. With wish, for example, I wish I hadn't retired from my job. I retired. I wish I hadn't retired. Subject plus wish plus the subject plus hadn't and the past participle form, then the rest of the sentence. With regret, number 2, I regret retiring from my job. Regret plus the ing form. Finally, I shouldn't have retired from my job. Activity 3. Quickly, correct the mistakes. Read number 1 and 2. Find the mistake and try to correct it. Take a minute. Thanks. Number 1. Have you found the mistake here? Let's see. She left school at the age of 14. She regrets left the school. Yeah, she regrets leaving. So, she left school at the age of 14. There's no mistakes here. She regrets leaving. After regret, we should use the ing form. Number 2, I drank too much coffee. I didn't sleep well. I wish I had drank coffee. I wish I had drank. I'm sure you got it. Yeah, I drank too much coffee. I didn't sleep well. I wish I hadn't drunk. The past participle form, not the V2. Continue now with 3 and 4. Please read them quickly and try to find the mistake. Of course, correct it. Take a minute. Good. Sentence number 3. She failed her driving test twice. She shouldn't have practiced well. She shouldn't have practiced. She failed her driving test twice. She should have practiced well. Sentence here, the meaning doesn't here suit the situation. Number 4, he wishes he has do the work earlier. Yeah, I think it's wrong here. So, he wishes he had done the work earlier. After wish, we use had plus the past participle form, not has plus the infinitive form. Yeah. Finally, the task. Correct the mistakes, please. Read these sentences, try to find the mistakes, and correct them. Sentence number 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all for today. See you next time. Goodbye.